The SOS system is the first electronic security system designed to protect the individual at SOS network locations, such as bank ATMs and night deposit drops. Unlike other alarm systems, SOS is directly linked to a personalized database that maintains a profile of each registered user. SOS provides 24-hour monitoring services from its state-of-the-art National Control Center. SOS has committed its technical resources to ensuring the highest quality in signal transmission, database accuracy, and dispatch speed.
When Willie Sutton, the famous American bank robber, was asked why he robbed banks, he said to have replied, "Because that's where the money is." Well, these days, many thieves have discovered that the ATM machine is where the money is. David George reports on a device designed to make a trip to the bank safer.
It's a scene that police say happens too often. 3 years ago, a woman went to make a deposit at an automated teller machine just 3 blocks from her house near Atlanta. But the money attracted robbers, and she was shot and killed. The killing angered the community, and out of the outrage came inspiration.
It was a tough pill to swallow, and we thought something needed to be done for it, and when we checked, there wasn't anything out there that could have really helped her there, so that's when we started designing this.
What Don Vance and his colleagues at Statsignal Systems designed is what they call a personal panic button. When used at specially equipped ATMs, it may be a bank customer's best chance to call for help.
You're able to walk up, if you have one of these transmitters in your hand, if you see something that raises a concern, scares you, whatever, you simply push the button. In between 18 and 20 seconds, we immediately know who you are and exactly where you're at.
The device works within a 150-foot radius of the ATM. A receiver connected to a modem sends the panic signal to a central data bank, and within 20 seconds, that call is passed to 911. The SOS system can tell police who sounded the alarm, where they are, even what kind of car they drive. Many ATM users agree there's a need for better security.
There's no rules anymore. I mean, people get accosted in broad daylight nowadays.
I think something has to be done. A lot of people have lost their lives, come up missing. More than money's lost. And it's not replaceable.
The time factor is what most interests me, is that if I press that button, then within a minute, somebody knows that I'm in distress.
In the future, the makers of the Statsignal system hope to expand beyond ATMs, placing the receivers in parking garages or malls to expand the margin of safety. David George, CNN, Future Watch.
For many ATM users, it's not how quick you can get the cash, it's how safe it is to be there at all.
I don't go to it at nighttime because I'm pretty scared, so I just go during the day like now.
But to ease the fears, ATM users can now send an SOS with the touch of a button. It's on this small device in a key ring. One hit on a red panic button sends a signal to a control center, and within seconds, your complete profile and location gets relayed to 911, an emergency police response.
We have an emergency dispatch.
The device is called a security online system. It's now being used by employees at Georgia State Bank. Robbie Barnes is the bank's courier.
I need that when we're going from bank to bank because I'm always driving, and if I walk in, if there's some problem, I can use it. Thank goodness I haven't had to use it.
But so far, banks have been slow in offering this new device to customers. Its cost, $5 a month.
I don't think banks want to call attention to the fact that consumers have safety issues using ATMs. It's really the banks coming to grips with understanding that they have, in fact, a value-added service that they can give their customers.
But if banks go for SOS, will customers?
I'll pull it out before I pull out my card. If I know the police are going to eventually come and save me, yes.
Well, if your bank doesn't know about this SOS system, we'd suggest that you do alert them. But in the meantime, if you're going to use an ATM machine, please use one that you're familiar with, that possibly you've used before. And if you get to a machine like this one right here, and you see strangers standing around, just keep right on going and go to another machine. Just don't take the chances, especially if it's at night. Brenda?
And Bill, you said the banks are pretty slow, some of them slow in putting this SOS online. Why?
Well, primarily because, number one, is, as we said earlier, they are afraid really to admit the fact, many of them, that there is really a danger at some of these machines at certain hours of the days. And then the other question, Brenda, most importantly, who's going to pay for this little device? Is it going to be the customer or is it going to be the bank? Right now, the cost roughly about $5 a month. So we just have to see, until banks accept the fact that there could be a danger here and somebody's got to pay for these things, it's going to be a while before we see them in broad use, but they certainly do work. We've tested them out.
All right. Bill List, thanks very much.